it might actually come down and hit my stop loss.
Yeah.
So,
okay, well, we'll have a good look now, mate. We'll have a good look. Let me just set me TikTok up. Sorry I'm a bit late, guys. My hub nearly got booted down the street. So I do apologise. But we should be back. Sometimes it just needs resetting. Let's...
Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Dan.
Is everybody well?
Yeah, I'm running a bit late.
Getting a bit of a sore throat coming on again.
You need to stop licking that toilet seat, John. It's not really good for you, mate.
I know, mate. No,
It's not really good. Right, am I on? Everything on. YouTube's up. School, for some reason, is not letting me share again. I don't know whether they're updating something, which is a bit of a pain. The share button's just not there. So I don't know whether can you watch on YouTube as well or not.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I think there's only like a 1 second delay on it, so
yeah, okay. I'll try and figure it out tonight.
Massive issue.
Yeah, I'll try and figure it out tonight and see what the crack is. Forgot to do it after the stream. Okay, right. Let's have a look here. Let's see what's going on. So we caught a trade yesterday, Dan. Quick update, which was we had a wingback sell on. Actually, I've still got the draw. No, I haven't. We had a wingback sell on, which didn't reject from there. Pushed up high. We put a second entry on, and then we got out because we closed above. So it was a good thing to get out, really. But if we look, when I said yesterday, I actually caught this. I mean, I closed full around here at this wingback area, but I didn't get stopped out here. This was when the 15 closed back in. Remember we were talking about if the 15 closes back in, then I'm going to be looking at taking it. So obviously this is not on the logbook or nothing like that, but I did take this. I sent you it, John, didn't I? I showed you. I think I took about $280 or something from it, so it was really nice. So yeah, we took $109 out the markets yesterday, which is here. And to be honest, it was a great session in regards to managing risk, because we were actually in a managing risk stage and we still managed to take $109 from it, even managing risk. So it worked out perfectly. It was a great session. So now let's do another top-down analysis on gold. Let me just quickly have a quick look. So this is what I do. I normally have a scan on the daily, see what the daily's done on all the pairs, and then decide which one I'm going to do a top down on first. Okay, so let's go on to gold. So let's go into a top down analysis, guys. Now here's a bit of a tricky thing to do. We've got 2 days left of the monthly candle, today and tomorrow, right? So we've just got to be careful at the end of the month, because how is the monthly going to close? You'll find the last few days that will move differently. So it might be very bullish, but then it'll turn bearish because we need a top wick. We've already got a top wick, yeah, I get that. But what is this monthly going to do? So we've got to be very careful still. So monthly still very, very bullish. This monthly can end up anywhere we want. It really doesn't help the monthly. And then you come on to the weekly. We had this weekly bearish close, which was nice. We've now got some sort of structure to the upside. We haven't had a bullish close yet, so we've got no structure to the downside. So once we get a bullish close on the weekly, then we'll have some structure. But currently we haven't got it. This weekly has got 2 days left of it. So this weekly can still currently do anything at once. Right? It can still do anything at once. It can push down for a steeper bottom wick. It could start to flip if it wants to. It can do anything. Unfortunately, it doesn't give us much info. Then the previous zone on the weeklies is this level down here. So we really don't know what's going to happen here. It's quite difficult to read the weekly time frame. So we've got to use the daily. And the daily is the highest time frame where we've got something to work with. Okay. Now, so I currently had, what did I have? I had that zone marked up. Okay. We had 3, 4 candles respecting this level, and then we broke through it. I thought we were going to get a fake out back in, but we didn't get it. So we act upon what we see. So where are the new zones? Well, this was the next zone, which we've broke below now. So where is the zones? The next daily zone to the downside, it's very, very tricky because these are just complete, these little pullbacks here are just minor ranges, absolutely minor ranges. So that means two things. One, there's not much to bounce off to come back up, and it's hard to find targets how far we're going to drop before we reject. And two, it means price can easily drive through these ranges because these ranges are not very strong. They're not very strong because they're not support and resistance. They're just either resistance or support. Okay. And when the support and resistance, it's stronger than just a support level or resistance level. So currently, we're probably going to have to go down the lower time frame to find the next ranges, which I don't really like, but I always like a daily range. And I would probably say even these don't match up very nice. Probably say maybe that's your next range. And the only being it's probably the best fit. I mean, you could go, actually there, that's a range there. Probably say that's a range we're in. But what could we image this daily doing? So the daily is currently in. Don't know where the next range is on the daily. This is the issue. Let's get rid of this for now. So the daily is currently in this range. But I don't know where the next range is. Is it this? This looks a bit more prominent. Is it this level? Is it this level? I don't know. We've got to go off the earliest one, so we'll just go off this. It's the only thing we've got to go off on the daily. So technically the daily is in this range. Therefore the daily should be coming down. So there's the basic default setting. The daily should flip to fill the range. It's now got a top wick. So could we start flipping from this area? We've tapped previous support now. Could we start flipping from here? And if we're going to do that, would that make sense with the monthly flipping to the downside? Would it make sense with the weekly giving us a steeper bottom wick? Well, yeah, so far. But the daily at the moment is a bit tricky because we can't really identify the zone to the downside. So we haven't really got targets. So we're going to have to use lower time frames. So we know the daily can do anything still. Tap previous support. The daily should flip to the downside unless we get a fake out. But that's something we can't preempt. Get that fake out. And then tomorrow, fairly straightforward, bottom wick to start coming back up. Okay, so let's have a look at the 6 hour. So what's the 6 doing? So 6, close bearish. Then we have a doji candle. There is 39 minutes. If this 6 hour had a couple of hours left in it, I'd have a sell stop underneath and I'd flip to break the lows if it does flip. Because we've only got 39 minutes left, could we see two 30-minute candles drive through that range? You would have to see something like that. And then like that. You'd have to see something like that on the 30s if it is going to do that. If the 6 is going to flip. But currently the 6 is bullish. How is this 6 going to close? Let's get the 6, go to 4. What's a 4 done? So the 4 range now is that. That's the 4. The 4's closed respecting. I think if this 4 closes doji, that would be the 6 closing respecting. Then if I can get a new 6 push up, could potentially have sell stops underneath that 6. What would that be on the 4? The new 4 then would be pushing up, breaking the highs. And then if it is going to push back down, we could maybe have sell stops underneath. 4. I think we're going to have to wait to see what this 4 is going to do. 3, close bullish. 2 still respecting. Yeah, you got no top wick on this 2. Is this 2 going to flip to the upside? 1, contradiction. 2 could flip to the upside. The 1 could flip to the downside. I think we're going to have to wait to see how the 4 and the 6 close. 31. I mean, he had a little fake out there. But you've got 2 1-hour candles. So if one of these candles, right, if one of these had a top wick, ideally breaking the high like that, I would be interested in putting a sell stop underneath. If it does flip.
I was going to say, actually, the 1 hour bearish candle technically has broken the previous wick. If you sort of zoom in like quite fast.
Oh yeah, I know, but for me, there's no well, they're tiny. I'd need a steeper top. I need a top wick, basically. I need this candle to come and take that.
Bigger one.
Yeah. If this candle, say, there's 36 minutes left, so if the first 30 minutes left of this 1 hour came up and done that, then I would have a sell stop on underneath, in the slim chance that it could flip to push back down. And it could still flip to push back down because we've had this fake out. But I don't like how we've got no top wicks on these, so I think I would prefer that to happen. Plus, the 6 is currently, the 4 is currently bullish, and this could flip back to the upside. Also, the 3 hasn't finished its journey. That can keep pushing, and the 2 can flip to the upside, so we'd have to rule out another fake out to the upside. So I think the best thing would probably to do is if the next 30 does come up and break this high, let's go on to the 30 actually. So if this 30 closes like this, and the next 30 comes up first, breaks the high, then I might be interested in the sell stop underneath the hour. Because if we do that, and then that, I'm not saying we're going to do that, but if we do, could we grab it? So if we can get something like that, advantage point would be this low. Probably here actually. That would be our take partial. But at that point, we're thinking, okay, we need to come and break these lows, which we didn't break when we came back into this area. So that's something we could look at, but other than that, we're going to have to wait for the 4 and the 6 to close. Okay, I mean, ideally, if this 3 could come up, and this 30 could come up, break the high, that would be much better. There's 4 minutes left of this 30 to see if we can do it. So that's what I've got on gold at the moment. We need a bit more candles to print, but we have got some smaller time frame potential entries. Let's go to, don't even know if I'm going to do one on NAS. Let's have a look. So we've still got this gap we need to fill at some point. Daily we've got nothing to go off. 6 hour, I tell you what, if this 6 hour can close bearish and I get a top wick, I might have a sell stop underneath this 6. As long as we close below this level. If we close below that level on the 6 and we pull back, tap previous support, I might have a sell stop underneath. That's a perfect fake out. got a break. You had this level, you broke above, and then you're breaking back into the area. There's only one reason to break back into the area, probably to break this low. But is this the start to come and take this? So yeah, I like that on NAS. Let's see if that can happen. Let's have a look at the lower time frame. So the 4 is done the exact same thing. 4 broke above and then fake out. Technically, we could have a sell stop underneath the 4 now as we speak, but the 6 is about to close and this 4 is about to close. So I'd rather wait. One thing I don't like though is the 4 is going to be closing bullish. And normally, if this works, you get a fake out, and then the next candle is the one what goes. So why are we closing bullish? So we might have to think twice actually with the 6. If we do get that, I would then probably need break of the highs or break of these highs, and then a flip to come down. Because that closing bullish tells you it's not ready. I have to wait another candle. The 3 closed respecting, so this 3 can flip to the upside at any point. If it does, that'll put a span in the works for the 6. Um, 2, 1. Yeah, we'll have to wait on this. I mean, look at that there, guys. Boom, 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 boom. And then Doji. Like, come on, what are you doing? Decide where you're going. We'll see how the 6 closes. We need a 6 close below here. And then we need a top wick off the new 4. I don't like the 4 bullish, so I might have to wait for another 4 close for this. 2, 1. Hey, that 4 would put a bit of a... It sort of stopped the trade happening, I think. This 4's 30 minutes left. I can't see this 4 flipping to the downside with one 30-minute candle. Where's the bottom of the 4? Let me just mark this up. That's the 4. In order for the 4 to flip, the next 30 would have to do that. Could we get that? I would be interested in taking it if it wasn't the 4 closing 30 minutes and the 6. I'd be interested in taking. I'll tell you what we could do. We might have a swoop entry, depending on how this 30 closes. If this 30 closes like this and I get a top wick, I might have a sell stop underneath the 30 or a wing back sell with stops just the high. Because that's not the 4, is it? 30. Yeah, let's see if this new 30 can come up first. It's head me, hasn't it? It's head me. If this can come up first, I'd be interested with a sell stop underneath the 30. Just on the slim chance that the 4 is going to flip. And if the 4 is going to flip, the 30 then has got to drive down. It's got to drive right down. Which we can get, to be fair. Look at this 30. Tapped. Came all the way down to this level. But it's got to give me a pullback first. This is the thing. I need a pullback. And this doesn't want to... If this breaks the low, this idea is gone. Okay, if this breaks the low... Well, that would have been nice grabbing a trade on NAS. Come on the 30.
It's a shame. I can see some trades here, but they've just got contradictions on them.
Yeah. Yeah, and these are the days where you've got to be very careful when it's like this. Very careful. You've literally got to wait to see what you want to see. I mean, we could have just ended on that 30, but what if it flips now? After creating a bottom weight, what if it flips? And then what if the 30 closes like that? What you're expecting, that's not just the 30 closing, that's also the 4 and the 6 hour closing back into the zone to the upside. And then if it goes, I can't really see it coming back. It's going to drive like fuck. So
Yeah, it's a shame that 30 didn't come for a top wick first.
yeah, well, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's gotta happen in the next 10 minutes though. It's gotta happen in the next 10 minutes. Definitely. Okay, we'll keep an eye on that. Set an alert. The thing is, the 30 might push up and we'll have sell stops underneath, but might not get activated. We're only gonna get activated if the 4 wants to flip. That's it. But the 4 might not want to flip. The 4 might stay bearish. The 4 might want to stay bearish. And that makes it a bit more difficult because it's going to be tricky. When you get this fake out here, so you create some structure, then you get a fake out back into the area. You then tend to drive because you've just created a whole lot of liquidity from the fake out. You imagine how many buyers are going to be in here with this candle closing. Where's the stops going to be? Probably below here. Okay. So you've just created loads of liquidity, but you tend to drive for the next one. And if this 4 closes bullish like that, what does that mean? Why didn't we carry on driving? It probably tells me, yes, the next 4 could drive down. How do we get in? Because the next 4 could just do that. We might need to break the high again, basically. That's what puts it in my head. So I need to be cautious. So if the new 4 can come up, break the high, this high, and then I'll have a sell stop underneath the new 4. If it does flip, but if you think about it, price just doesn't, sometimes it does if you get a railroad, but normally when price comes up and rejects, turns, you'll get maybe a bullish one, and then, yes, you can get a railroad, but you'll tend to get some sort of doji, won't you, after top wick, and then you'll go. So if we're going to get that on the 4, let's say this 4 pushes up and closes respected, then the next 4 is more than likely, I'm not saying it's gonna, but more likely gonna be doji. And then the next 4 is the one that comes down. So basically, is this setup not for now, but in 4 hours' time? That's what we've got to say. Is it for 4 hours' time and not now because the 4? And then in regards to the 6 at that point, the 4 is going to close doji. You've still got 2 hours left to drive on the 6, which would make sense. Because remember, this is not just off the 4, it's off the 6. If the 6 closes bearish like this, we've had a fake out back to the downside. There's the fake out, back into the downside. So what we expecting with the new 6? Well, normally what we would expect is a top wick tap previous support and then a flip to drive. However, we know the 4's closed bullish. So now we're probably going to need a steeper top wick and then a flip to the downside. So if that next 4 is going to close doji, that means this 4 is probably going to create a top wave. And then 4 hours later, the 4 will close doji, and that means there's 2 hours left of the 6 in order for the 6 to drive down. It's enough time really to drive down, but we're not going to drive down until the next 4 will close because the 4's closed bullish. Does that make sense? I don't know if I've lost his. Have I lost his?
Yeah.
Sometimes I just go on mad rants. So a
You
lot of
can't
the
help it,
time,
you love it.
yeah, a lot of the time I will just think out loud, right? It sort of helps me to trade. So, yeah, I mean, I really like that 6, but if that 6 closes like that, the best thing to do It's not probably not taking off the 4. We're probably going to need to break this high. If we break this high, let's say the new 4 opens up, breaks that high, then I'll have a sell stop underneath the 4, which would be the 6 top wick, and just a sell stop underneath the 6 to come down. Because there's a great reason to come down, because what have we got to the downside? This big Fukov gap. We need to, this big gap, we need to take out this alligator, don't we? That's an alligator, by the way. Okay.
That's what she said.
Yeah. So, yeah, Nas could be really nice today, but we're just going to have to wait at the moment. We could get caught out. I'm just thinking what we
I'll be
could.
2 seconds. I just need to do a quick phone call.
Yeah, no worries, mate. What we could potentially look at is potentially a wing back sell. So let's say, for example, this 6 is going to push up. This is only if this 6 closed below here, right? If it doesn't, we're not on. So if the new 6 can pull back, how far is this 6 going to pull back? Could we look at some sort of wing back sells from these levels? And all we're looking for, stops would only literally need to be the high, because if you break the high again, then we're just wrong, aren't we, in our analysis? The 6 is probably unlikely to flip back. So if we could get maybe a wing back sell, stops would be tighter, and we could have a huge, huge range to come down. If we catch it right, we could have a huge range to come down. Okay. So we'll wait 21 minutes, see where the 6 closes. And yeah, we'll go off that with Naz. Let me just check something though. Yeah, because we might need to break the high one more time. Okay. Yeah, so we'll wait for that 6, guys. 20 minutes. I think we're going to have to wait for the 4 as well on gold. So, yeah, we can have a look at EU. Let's do a top down on EU. Let's see what's going on here while we wait. So, monthly. Monthly on EU is currently here. And we've now got a minor support level here. Why is my line not working? Go. Is it minor? Yeah, we tend to come straight through that. We do get a little rejection. But I'm not sure whether that's a range. I think this could be a potential huge. That's a minor range, that. The next range on the monthly is like pretty big. You're probably looking at around about these levels. So if you get a monthly close in 2 days' time, like this, all we're after is top wick, ideally breaking a high again. If not, at least tapping previous support and then a flip to start pushing down. In this range, these are monthly candles, remember, right? But it means we could be monthly for bearish for quite some time. Depending on news though. Depending on news. What's the weekly doing? So the weekly closed bearish. Got a zone around 1.1786. The next weekly zone is here. We close bullish, then we close bearish. Got our top wick. So what is this weekly going to do? If this weekly closes below these levels, then all we're looking for next week is a top wick and then a flip to the downside to start driving down. If it closes respecting, and then we're looking at a bottom wick to come back into the area to start driving back up. Okay, it's as simple as that. The issue we've got now on EU is we've already tapped this zone and we are bearish and we've already had a top wick. So what does that tell me? It tells me now we've got nothing to play with. I've got no zone to play with. in that area.
We got you to play with.
We've got me to play with. Yes, you can always play with me.
Yeah.
But on EU, I've got nothing to go off because the weekly's done its bottom wick, tapped its previous support. Yes, the weekly could break out to the downside. It could drive down. It could flip and drive up. But looking at price at the moment, we probably need to fill this range as in with the body of the candles. So I'm not really interested in buys because the weekly closed bearish and we've had our bottom top wick tapping its zone. So yeah, it's probably not for me at the moment. I need some closures below here, ideally on the weekly. Daily's closed, respected. So the daily's closed, respected again. So that's like the daily zone there. Close respected. What's this daily going to do? Is it going to flip? I wouldn't really take the sellers down because even if this daily does flip, can't see it driving that much. I think we might. If we look left, the last time we were here was here, and look at that small bullish candle daily. I reckon we'll probably get that today. So yes, we might get a bit of a steeper bottom wick on the daily. Don't think we'll break a low. But if we're going to get a steeper bottom wick, we've only got to take sells from here to here. That's all we've got to play with. And for me, that's too small. So I think EU is going to be a no trade day. I think we need to see what the weekly is going to do on EU now. But if the weekly closes below here, fairly straightforward. You just want a top wick, tap previous support, and you're looking at sells for the rest of the week. And the good thing about this range here, guys, it's quite clean. From here all the way down, it's pretty clean. Look at these drives, look at these big weekly candles. Let's mark this area up. So you should definitely be coming up to these levels. Weekly close, pull back. I think this weekly's a tad low, isn't it? Weekly close, that's what you're after, that there. Weekly close, top wick, flip, drive. Weekly close, top wick, flip, drive. Weekly close, fake out back in, so it means we're going to have to wait for the top wick, ideally break the high. Weekly close, top wick, and we eventually drove through. Weekly close, another fake out. Weekly close, top wick, and then gone. So yeah, I really like this area. I really like it. You could also, once you close below that, you could look at a wing back from here. That's what I've noticed. As you break below, you come back up, wing back sell for a better entry. Happens quite a lot. Weekly close, next candle up, wing back sell, down. Weekly close, back. Let's move this wing back sell to here so we catch that one as well. So yeah, I like that. If the weekly closes below, we could then have the wing back sells on and a pullback, and also sell stops underneath. But the weekly's got to close below. That's it. So I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll mark this up and we'll keep it marked up. So sells below, weekly close. Weekly closure, that's what we need. And then this will turn into a wing back sell. Stops would only need to be the high probably of the previous weekly. Okay, so if we get this close, then this wing back sell becomes valid. Stop would just be the high of the previous weekly. We shouldn't be breaking there. If we're wrong, yes, but then if we pull back, you'd need a pullback, tap previous support before sell stops on underneath, but you'd also take this wing back sell. I'd probably take that wing back sell as well. And then you're looking at, I mean, if you catch this wing back sell alone, even down to the take partial area, because that's not the full one, that's a 4-1. But you're probably looking all the way down to these levels at 10-1, which would be very, very sexy. I don't say so myself. Oh, what's happening? Okay, so that's what we've got on EU. So we'll come back to that. I always just like to have a little quick look at XRP. Lovely. That's it, guys. That's all I've got going on until we get some closures. We're gonna have to wait for the 4 to close in 13 minutes. So chill out, do what we need to do. We might have a trade on NAS if I can get a top wick, as long as this 6 closes correctly. If it closes like this, then we're looking at buys, but especially with the 4. But I'll just be very careful. So yeah. All right. Any questions?
No.
No. Good. Well done. Not how to steal a hot air balloon or anything like that. Did you watch? Did you watch the match last night, Dan?
I did.
What do you think? What do you think? What's your summary of the game?
I thought there was positives, but Willock looked a bit off the pace. Alanga.
Before I jump in, what's your thoughts on Alanga from that game?
He just cannot take anybody on.
I've been saying this for ages. He can't get past people. I mean, let's be fair to him though. That Spence is a fucking class player for Tottenham.
Oh, like Spence looked awesome, but it was just every time.
Yeah.
It was just, show him the ball and then lead him to the line.
Yeah.
It was the same move.
He's so predictable, isn't he?
Yeah. So, something needs to change on that.
For me, with Alanga, I think he will come good, but he can't take anybody on, so he really needs to work on that. And then just his basic crosses into the box, and like there was some easy passes what he could have done, and they were just shit passes. He gave the ball away a few times. For me, right, if you take a corner, or if you're a winger, if you put that cross in from a corner or you've run down the wing, put a cross in. If you can't get past the first man, you shouldn't be a professional footballer.
Nah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and he's so quick. His pace is mental. The start of the game, that sprint he done it was like I just seen a puff of smoke and he just disappeared. He was that quick. But I'd rather him be a bit slower with a bit more quality. You know what I mean?
Well, that's it. I mean, the repertoire of skills isn't that vast, is it?
Yeah. So yeah,
it is. It's not showing them, but yeah.
Yeah, but I was the same. Was disappointed with Alanga really. Willock as well was a bit of a disappointment. Ramsey, loads of potential in Ramsey. I really liked how he played. I thought he was pretty good. He was all over the place. For me, this just proved, and I'm gonna say it, Dan. I'm gonna say it. Don't try and stop me. Don't you dare try and stop me. Stop me, Dan. Don't you dare try and stop me. Right?
Don't say it.
Sandro Tonali was a magician. He was unreal last night. He popped up everywhere. There was a bit in the game. I said to him, hey, how the fuck did he get there? Because at one point he was up at the top left corner, right, or top right corner on my TV, having the ball, and then all of a sudden they counter attacked, and he was like right back, like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, how the fuck did he get there? He was everywhere. Honestly, I would probably say, I'd definitely confirm he is the best midfielder in the Premier League at the moment. He is just unreal. So he was class. Malik Chow was good. Yeah, Kraft was a bit. I like Kraft me though. I think he's an unsung hero.
He doesn't play often though as well.
That's the issue you've got. And he's not at the level of the other players. I don't think you can see it. You can see it. So Sandro will put a ball to him where he's a bit more advanced. So he'll play like Gareth Bale used to have this issue with Wales. So Gareth Bale would look shit when he played for Wales, and the reason being, he was so advanced for the players around him. So he'd play through ball, but the players were like 2 yards behind his thinking of the through ball, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So he'd give a lot of balls away. And I found a bit like that with Kraft. I thought he was just a couple of yards behind because he just didn't have tab, because I really like Kraft. I think he's a great backup player. And he's so loyal.
Say, just, they're not getting the game time. Same with Willock. I thought Willock looked off the pace.
Yeah.
But it's because he doesn't play often enough. But
Yeah.
injuries, isn't it? So,
You're just not getting in that midfield though with Joelinton, Bruno, and Tonali. Oh, yeah. You've got to accept that you're a backup.
yeah.
And I've been hearing loads of rumours, I don't know how true it is, that Newcastle and Man United are linked with Elliot Anderson to get him back. But he needs to be playing, he needs to be starting, Elliot Anderson.
Yeah.
And how do you manage players like that? Really keep them all happy? You can't play them all. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I was happy with the result. I thought some of the passing was fucking fantastic with Waldemar. Waldemar again was mint for me. He's just can't get the ball off him. Weird freak. Tottenham's best player was that Spence, so he's a good player.
Oh, Jed Spence.
Yeah.
He was, except sitting down to do his shoelaces. Did you see the kickoff?
To be fair, I was on Tottenham's side with that.
I wasn't.
I was like, you can see where his studs have caught his laces and pulled his laces out at the end. So he has to redo it. I'm dead fussy with my boots, mate. So I was like,
well, I knew, but if it takes you 5 minutes to tie your shoelaces,
I know, but it's not tying, isn't it? He had to pull all the strings tighter. So you had to take his shoe off, loosen it all, and then tighten them all. And then I know what you mean. I know what you're saying, though. Obviously, the game's going on, but he's just had his boot ripped off.
you take yourself off the pitch.
Yeah, true.
You force your team down to 10 men while you're running around putting your shoe on. You can't then spend all of that time delaying the game and then go from a corner.
There's no rule. They said there's no rule where the ref has to stop it. He could carry on.
No.
So I do get it that way, but a bit of sportsmanship, and I think we lack that. A bit of sportsmanship, like at least let the lad get his boot on and get back into a position. Because when they defend corners, he sits in the middle.
They let him get his boot back on, but I didn't see him sprinting to get into position.
No, he was jogging though. He was jogging, but not fast.
He thought it was.
Dan, I'll sprint to get in your position.
Yeah.
Fucking will, mate.
But yeah, nah. Fuck Spurs.
Yeah, I felt a bit sorry for them. But it didn't matter anyway, we scored another one.
Fortunately, please just get to what?
Yeah, you're always dirty, John. God. You're always dirty. Right, quick stats, guys, because we've got a couple of viewers on YouTube. Okay? Quick stats on the logbook. This new channel has been going since September. Okay, I have traded on YouTube before, where I did a fee. Yeah, we only had one minus month, and that was I can get the logbook up if you request it. Okay, nothing comes on this logbook without its own YouTube link. Okay, it's got its own YouTube link where we take every trade. Nothing comes on here without taking it on YouTube. Okay, and it's got its own link when we took it. Now these are based off 50k accounts, staying within the prop firm rules. So if you take every trade with me and you've got a prop account, okay, then this is the money you'll be making. September we were up 1%, okay, $500. October so far we're up 1,600 quid, okay, $1,600 so far, so it's just over 3%. Now here's the thing what they don't tell you on YouTube, because they're all trying to get you to think you can get rich quick. You can't. You can make a lot of money, but you can't get rich quick with Forex, it takes time. Okay, it takes time to build up your capital, right? 1 to 3%. The top 1% of traders in the world, they average between 1 and 3% every month. Okay, so 1 to 3%. 3% is a fantastic return in a month. Okay, but I know you'll see a lot on YouTube where they're making 10%, 20%, whatever. But just be wary of them people. You just always remember the top 1% of traders will average between 1 and 3%, but they'll average it every month, and that's the difference. Consistently profitable. Okay, so we're currently 1% for September, 3% for October. So we've had a great start to the stream. We do take more losses than the last time I used to stream because I've managed to be able to tighten my stops. I used to have huge stops. But now I've tightened them up, which is nice. So yeah, we're looking pretty good on our logbook. And let's see, the aim is to see where we are at the end of the year. So don't think about daily, oh my God, I need to be in profit each day, and you can't take a minus day, right? If anything, go off weekly, as long as you're profitable weekly, right? But I would probably say monthly is the best. Just go off at the end of the month. You might take a few losses in that week, right? But at the end of the month, are you in profit? And that's probably the key. Can we be profitable every month? Imagine the confidence it's going to put into you if you are profitable every month, even by $50 to $100. As long as you're profitable, you've got something, you've got a foundation to build on. Then it's just upping your capital, isn't it? Okay, so that's our logbook. We're doing rather good. We've had 24 wins, 3 break evens, and only 5 losses. The majority of them losses were swoop entries, to be honest with you. We've got 1 minute 30 left of the 6-hour close. Let's see. Did they do the draw last night, Dan? Do you know who we got the next round? Are you there, Dan? Hello? Oh, have I crashed? John, can you hear me?
He ain't crashed.
Oh,
I've just scared him off. That's all.
he's probably just fell asleep. Look at this 6 now. What is this 6 doing? I don't like that 4, John. That's the thing what's really put me off with the 6.
What, on Naz?
Yeah, because the 6 is lovely. You had a fake out back in, right? So you would want a top wick and then a flip to the downside. However, within this 4, it's quite a long time. Could come up, could break the high, could come back down, break the low, and then still flip back up to the upside because it's a forward candle. Do you know what I mean?
It's stuck in that little fucking patch as well, isn't it? Like it's not had any clean breaks either.
But I do like the 6. I think the 6 closes below, and if the new 6, I'll set an alert. If the new 6 taps this, then we'll come back to reassess how the lower time frames are looking. I think that's probably the best thing to do. So there's the 6. Okay, so we've had, yeah, definitely we've broke back into the area. I need to break the highs now, guys, off the new 4. So we're going to set the alert on here. Once the 4 comes up and breaks the high, we're going to then come back on, look at the lower time frames, because we might not get a sell stop underneath the 4. We might just wait for the 1s to maybe break back below here and then take a 1. Yeah. So that'd be, I probably think that's a lot better, to be fair. We might actually do that. So I've set an alert. Let's see what happens. I've got to have this pullback now because the way the 4's closed. Let's have a look at gold. What did gold do? Still respecting on the, or did it close respecting? Oof. Did it break out? Have a look at the 4.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, it's not a clear break for me. We're still respecting. Okay, so 4, 6. If this 4 can pop up, got an area here where you could potentially reject from. Could we get a wing back sell, we've got no bottom wick on this 4. Or to rule out the
And it's
driving.
still in that area, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm thinking if we pop up here, you forward can, you got no bottom wick. We're unsure whether we still respect. I think we are still respecting.
I would say we are.
Yeah. If this 4 pops up, could we see a rejection from 4044? Could we take a wing back sell? Stops maybe here with a potential second entry. Tap previous support. We could also reject from this level as well. But I'm just thinking if we're gonna flip, if we are gonna flip on this 4, if we pop up, could we take a wing back sell? And the sell stop underneath. 6 probably needs a bottom wick. We didn't even break a low here. But we are bullish, so that puts me off a bit. So do we not do the wing back sells and have sell stop underneath? In case we do flip, we're likely going to come down to 396. But I think if we come and tap this level, guys, I'll then have a sell stop underneath the 4. If we do flip back down, you look like you do tend to tap this level. I probably would take this as a wing back sell. Let me go down on lower time frames. So there's that tap now. Okay.
Nate will be looking for a buy in a minute. Oh.
Yeah. Well, I would have been interested in the buys. I'm just worried on the daily.
You know what he trades? He trades breakouts on 15s, doesn't he?
Yeah. Okay.
And if this one breaks out, you'll be looking at buys.
Oh, look at that there.
No, mate.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Can we pop up and get this wing back sell here? You might even reject from here, guys.
It's quite a push, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just thinking, could we take a swoop entry with stops just above? See if we're going to reject from here. Do we come up, tap and reject? We don't. The hour tends to close bullish up here. Get a push up. Tell you what though, we could get that. We can now have the sell stop underneath the 1 on the 4. But I am more interested in a wing back sell from 4-0, especially if this hour can push up. If this hour can push up, I'll take a wing back sell, even though we're pretty bullish here, but we don't know if we've broke out. So if we can tap this level, guys, especially on this 1 hour, there'll be such a pushing candle on the 1 hour where we've never really drove through that with such a big candle. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a sell stop underneath. Okay. The sell stop.
What, the 4?
On the 4. The stop loss on the 4 only needs to be the high of wherever the wick goes. Does that make sense? So if you reject for me and get activated, your stops would just be the high. Okay. But if we come up to this level, 4005, I am very interested in wing back sell, where stops would be here with a potential second entry. And this is all off that we're expecting the 4 to flip to the downside. That's it. However, we do have to be careful because we have now got a lovely double bottom to come back up. So we could be coming back up. And we could come up aggressively, but the daily hasn't closed back into that range as of yet. So we're currently still in this lower range. So if that forward gives a bit more of a clear indication that we broke out, I would have wanted a bottom wick to take buys up. But I think if this 4 is going to flip from here, the likelihood of it tapping this level is pretty high. Because there's nowhere else to tap apart from here. But we've never really popped up and then maybe here. That would be my goal, risk free. Take partial. Okay, we might not flip though, guys. This is the thing. Let me just get this on the trade ideas. Okay, so I'm gonna have a sell stop underneath the 4. If it does flip, it might not flip, right? If it does flip, but like I say, might not flip. We've got our top wick now. I am interested in wing back sell. But this hour would have to tap it. That would be key. This hour would have to tap it. So let's get this ready. At least we've got some nice movement now. I haven't even got my tunes on, have I? Sorry guys, I know you love my tunes. There you go. Tunes are on. Tunes are on. Copy. Copy. So I'm just getting this on the trade IDs, guys. We've got a sell stop underneath the 4. On the slim chance, well, I say a slim chance, this 4 has to be the one what flips though. Has to be the one what flips. Okay. We will go 3, 9, 7, 5, 2, 4. And I'm going to risk 0.5% on this. Stops could be around there where we've just marked. Around.
What? Which trade is this? The wing back.
This is the sell stop underneath. So we've currently got a sell stop on. Yeah, this is the trade I do. Stops for that would be around 3995. 5. 0. I'm gonna put this in the trade IDs now anyway. 3965.77 for take pass must break even. TP2 will be 3853 if we are coming down that way. 3853, and that would be the daily flipping. 4, so I'll stop at
4. That'd be the monthly flip as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Jesus, look at this push.
Oh. And our managed risk is if the 4 closes above here, that's where we'll just look to get out. Decline. So we've got to look at now, when is the 1 pushed from this level up to this level? That's what we've got to look at. And the only one I can see really is maybe this one. Doesn't even quite make it all the way up. Takes another hour to get up. Jesus Christ. Holy fuck, yeah. Wow. That's some momentum, that, like. Some momentum. Look at the 15-minute candle. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, mate.
The 15 is going to close in 4 minutes. Oh.
That's got to be manipulation, surely.
Yeah, I am interested in the sell though. What would this be now then?
But look at that. That is insane, isn't it?
Yeah, what's the 5 done? Look at the 5s, guys. Wow. I'm not in yet, right? I am interested in a wing back sell around here. Yeah. I am I'm in now. If the 15 closes above that level, we'll just manage risk. I am in for a sell. Stop to 4026. 26. I've got.
Oh, you're getting a sell on here?
I'm in for a sell now, right? I'm in for a sell now. Stops are here. If we go up to this level, I will sort of look to take another entry. My target is down here. If the 4 does flip, okay, my take partial move to break even. Where would that be? Where would that be? I think it's got to be the entry of the first. This one here. So this now will be my take partial move to break even. This is my take partial move to break even of 3, 9. We've had the top wick now, which is perfect. So we've had the pullback we needed. I don't like this push though. This is quite, there's some momentum in this. I would imagine with a new 15, we're probably going to get a bottom wick. I'm not on too much there. I need to take that. 0.
Where's your take profit for it?
2 minutes, mate. 4026 92. So I've got $219 risk on it. That's what I've got risk on it. My take partial move to break even, John, is 3990. Yeah, that's what I've got. That's a hell of a pushing candle. So if manipulation is in the game at the moment, we might come straight through that area. All I know is we've got no bottom wick. We think the 4 and the 6 is closed respecting, which we know the 4 and the 6 can flip back to the downside. Is this just grabbing some liquidity above these highs in order to flip back to the downside for the daily to flip and drive? That's it. That's it. I've also got a sell stop underneath. Oh shit, I had my 9 on, didn't I? Just that one stop. See, for the sell stop, I'll have our stops at 3993 on that level. So I've also got a sell stop underneath. Okay, let's work this out. Sell stop. 5. 3993. Yeah, $200, that's alright. Yes, that's what I've got going on. I can't take buys up yet until I get at least a 1 hour close out. But even if the 1 closes here, which we can get, if the 1 closes here, you still got to wait for a pullback, and it'll take a few candles to do that. So we're looking for, ideally, is it the 1? There's 45 minutes left of the 1. What would we want to see now? 15 minutes left to the 30. Let's have a look at the 15. Let's see the 15-minute ranges.
What risk have you put on this one?
$200, that's it. That's all I've got. 0.4% risk.
I went in. Yeah, I'm on 0.5. I figured it might have been it.
So the only time we've came straight through this range, guys, is here. That's it. This is the only time we've came through. All the other times when we've come from this level is we've came up and then we've pulled back. Came back up, pulled back, and then we drove up. So we've never, from this level, apart from here, we've never really came straight through. We've always came back up, rejected, pulled back. Actually, this one. What's this one? This one's came through. See what a 30 does? 30 is the next candle to close.
No way is it just going to keep pushing up and up and up.
Yeah.
Well, your 30-minute range is here. See if this is the 30-minute. Kind of a push on. The only time we've had a really big push like that is here. No bottom wick on the 15. Only thing I'm a bit cautious of is where our stops are. No further liquidity here. I will be having another entry on though, guys. At 402, the same lot, so it'll be hardly anything. So I've got $219 risk on this one. If I put the second entry on, it'll be about $50 if that's 0.5%. 4026. Okay, lovely. But yeah, I think we've got to pull back here. You think about it logically as well, right? Yes, we've got a double bottom, which creates liquidity. Okay, and we did break a low here, so we have got some liquidity. We came up, we messed about. Why did we mess about here? Did we not have enough liquidity to drive up? Why didn't this one drive up? We didn't break any lows. So I'm just not sure we can really plow up. I think we're probably going to at least pull back. And if the 4 is going to flip, then fantastic. But even if the 4 is not going to flip, we should still get some sort of pullback to retest this level before driving up. So that's where we'll be taking partial movement to break even and all that good stuff. And there's a 30-minute range here, but you can still push through the 30 and tap this level and then reject. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this so far. Let's see, the 15's got no top wick and no bottom wick. So can we flip and drive down now? This would be lovely jubbly. I couldn't get that on the trade IDs there.
Imagine it just drops through the floor.
Well, if this 4 is going to flip, we would have caught this lovely. If it's going to flip though, that's the thing.
Thing is, though, to push up as quick as it has and as much as it has, like the further it pushes up, the more likely it is to flip. Is the way that I would have thought it would be. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not often that they don't have bottom wicks.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what we've got, guys. Aim for sells. These.
Now it's looking like at the moment.
A 5 got no bottom width. It's close to the trend then legals. I mean, when we try and identify a candle where we've closed from here to here, let's see if we can see one on the 15. This one was a decent size, but didn't get all the way up. Came from there, didn't get all the way up. some big candles here, but still. I really don't know. Might be some sharks in the water today. What we do know as well, though, we know that the hour can close up here. So look, hour close, and then you start coming down. Okay, because remember, this is the pullback on the 4 hour. That's what we're trying to catch. Pullback on the 4 hour. So look, 1 hour close, 1 hour close, pop up, tap, reject. So we know the hour can close up here before pulling back. So as long as the hour stays, the hour need to stay. But to be honest, the hour can break above as well, and you still plummet. This might be a case of leaving it. Why have we not covered that there? That's not wing back sell part there. Have a second entry around there. Oh, yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, sell now for our. It's in the trade ideas. Sold now. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe to the channel, please. Be much appreciated. We are giving away an instant funded account to one of the subscribers once we hit 100. Brand new channel. I'm not really keen on buying subscribers and things like that. I don't like that type of shit. So I just like to organically grow. Makes no difference to me. But if you do subscribe, fantastic. There'll be stuff. There'll be incentives in there anyway. You get enough incentive by learning. 3 months of these streams and you'll be placing your own trades. And you'll find that your trading's on the right track. Okay, so we're going into profit now. We're up $28. Once I tap the 3990, I will take partial and I will go to risk free. Okay, because remember, this whole idea is if the 4's got no bottom wick, if the 4's going to flip, and remember we've got 3.5 hours left of it, so it can take its time. But if this 4 does flip, we could really be in the money, especially after that jump up. Really, if our managed risk really is if the 4 closes above here, we look to manage risk where we're getting out. But you should still get a pullback, I would imagine. So I would take partial move to break even. I've also got my sell stops underneath the 4. If the 4 does flip, we're very likely to come and tap 3965. So we'll take partial move to risk free. Our stop for that is 3993. Okay. Doesn't matter. Tell you what, I went to footy last night with the girls, and it was absolutely free. My toes felt like they were going to drop off, and they had boots on. I don't mean football boots, I'm on about like old army boots. My feet felt like they were going to drop off. So cold. I think what we don't get either is snow. We don't get much snow right by the sea. Okay, guys, if you're in this trade and you go into drawdown, you're panicking, you're sweating, and you're thinking, oh my god, price is gonna flip. It's gonna flip to the upside, stop us out. Then, if you're thinking like that, you're risking too much. That's it. You're risking too much. Right? That's how you know you're risking too much. If you're panicking about losing a trade, or if you're in drawdown and your palms are going sweaty and you're getting heart palpitations, and it just means you're risking too much. Just lower your risk. And it goes back to, we've got to do what the top traders in the world do. Like, they'll only risk 0.5% on trades. Yes, sometimes I'll risk a full 1% or 2%. Depends on the probability of the trade. That's where I work out what am I willing to risk on the trade. So I'm willing to risk probably 0.5% on this, but I've got $200, which is less than 0.5%, but room for a potential second entry, which will probably bring it up to 0.5%, which is not much really. $250 on a 50k account, easily bring that back. So I'm willing to risk that. Also, the reason I've risked that as well is because I've got another sell stop underneath the 4. So, but yes, there'll be times where I risk 1%, 2% or whatever, depending on the probability. But the best traders in the world, they only risk around 0.5%. Not much. But the difference is they've got bigger capital, huge capital. And that's what your goal should be. Not making your percentages bigger, as in making 10 to 20% a month. It should be about upping your capital and being consistent with your profits, if you like. So I only average between 1 and 3%. Anything above 3% is a fantastic month for me, right? But what am I doing now? I'm working on my capital, getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And so that 1% is on a 50k account, only $500. But imagine if I had a 400k, or imagine if I had 4 or 5 400ks, and that 1% on all of them is a huge amount of money. But we don't want to start upping our capital until we know we can be consistently profitable, and that's where your logbook's going to come in. Your logbook going to tell you, if you're true to your logbook, that is, if you're consistently profitable. 30 seconds for a 15 close, which I believe is the 30 close. So 30 is closed bullish. Can we get a pullback with the new 30? I don't think we're going to pull back till the hour though, till the hour closes. I might be wrong. Hopefully we're wrong. Hell of a pushing candle that. And then you've got to say, when you put your risk on and your lot on, whatever you're willing to risk, just say to yourself, right, will I lose any sleep if I lose this trade? Just ask that question every time before you put it on. Would I lose any sleep if I lose this trade? And if the answer is yes, then you need to lower your lot. Okay. I could take this loss now and walk out this door. I will not think about it again for the rest of the day. And what was really hard for me going through my journey is I really struggled with, if I took a loss on the day, I couldn't relax. I felt like I had to be in profit for the day. So I'd then go back on the charts and just try and be in profit, or back to break even. And you can't do it, guys. You've got to fight that mental battle, what you're getting in your head of, do you know what, it's okay to be down for the day. It's okay, because I'm not going off daily. I'm going off weekly and I'm going off monthly. Mainly monthly, but I know obviously the likes of John and Natty, I know you like to do it weekly. But weekly is okay, but you'll get the point where it'll be monthly, and you're not bothered if you take a minus week, right? But it's all about the monthly. Can we be profitable every month? That's it. Like, enough of me talking shit now. Let's talk about fishing. Talk about fishing. Who likes fishing? Like fishing, John? I don't mean fish and chips, John. Guys, I'm going to go make a brew. Latte. We're in for sales on this if you've just joined on YouTube. We're in for sales. We've got potential second entry here. potential second entry, which I'll be placing if we do pop up. It'll be the exact same lot as this trade. Once we tap 3990, I don't think we're going to tap it until the hour closes though. I might be wrong, but I don't think we're going to tap. I think the hour is probably going to close out, and then if we can get a fake out on the next few hours, that would
What do you think about NAS coming down to this bottom range?
What range? This range here? This range here, John?
No, on NAS. On NAS.
Oh shit, we're not on NAS, are we? I need the top wick. What hourly? Because the four closed bullish, didn't it?
On the hourly or 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's not for me that. Until I get a top wick on the 6. Or a bearish. If I get a bearish 4 like this and it doesn't drive too much, I will only need a little top wick, and then I'd take the sell. That 4's put me off, but the 6 is lovely. The 6. Top wick, flip, drive.
Your opinion.
Fantastic, yeah. But the thing is, though, it might drive, and then you'll be thinking, "Shit, I should have got in on that." But the time you do get in on it, the time it doesn't play out, you've just got to say, like, what do you really want to see for it to be perfect? And then you've just got to fucking be disciplined, or sit on your hands, because it'll just burn you. But this is what Forex does. It plays mind games with you. Me personally, I want either a pullback on the 4 to 26184, and then potential sell stops, or 1 hour close below, or if this 4 closes bearish, I'd be pretty interested in. You only need a little top wick, sell straight away down, because the 6.
Your screen is completely out of whack.
Is it? What do you mean? Time? You mean?
Yeah.
Is it really? Shouldn't be. Should be about 10 seconds delay.
Yeah, the timing. I've refreshed it now.
All right.
I've refreshed it now. It's now.
Yeah. So if the 4 closes bearish, you only need a little top wick and then flip to the downside, because that would be the 6 having 2 hours left on the 6 to drive, but the 4 would confirm that the 6 is going to stay bearish. But yeah, I need a top wick really on that, John. Not for me at that moment. Right, I'm gonna go make a latte, guys. I'll be back in a second. We're in for sales. We're up $27. I think we might need to break the highs one more time. I know you're here to hear that, but I would prefer it breaks the highs one more time and then come back in. But let's see if we can get down.
Yeah, it's the trouble. It's just like, again, it's the same thing. Like, I can see sell signals on it, but because the higher time frames are conflicting, it puts me off it.
What, on NAS you mean?
Yeah.
I hear you.
It's just annoying. It's like I say, I know what trades, like, are high probability trades.
Yeah.
But there are some, and it's just annoying because there are some trades where I look at it and I can see the sell signals, and I don't get in on it because of that, or because of the higher time frames, and then it plays out and it just annoys me. But I guess I just need to kind of remember that it's about probability and not facts. Like, you know, it's like you say, it may still play out. Well, that's all good and well, but that doesn't mean to say that it was a higher probability trade. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Probability. What's the probability of that driving down now?
60% or a 50%.
Yeah. So then, if you want to get in on it,
I mean, I would say somewhere around like 60%. I don't like trading anything where I'm like anything less than 85 or 90%. Like where I can see it and it looks clean, clear, all the time frames line up. There's no mess. you know what I mean? Those are the trades that I
Well,
like to
well, here's a question for you.
literally from bottom to top or from top to bottom.
Here's a question for you. If, let's say, it's the only way I'd take like a 60% probability trade is if the potential return at the range is huge. Is the range huge to drive down?
No, it's the one I'd be looking at is 0.6.
There you go. So is it worth it?
Almost.
So is it worth
And
it?
it's halfway through now. Like
Just
it
leave
looks
it.
like it is going to play out, but no,
Yeah. So there you go. You probably answered it yourself.
I don't think so. Like,
Because there's times where I've gone into trades where the
exactly that, isn't it? Like I say,
there's times where I've gone into trades where the probability is like 50-50. But because it's beaten, which I wouldn't normally take trades like that, but because the potential return, if I'm correct, is huge, then I'll go in, but I'll go in at a less risk because it's higher return. That makes sense? So it's just working out the probability and what you're willing to risk on the trade. That's it. And then think about the ranges and help that kind of drive. Not really, so it's not really worth doing, mate. We just gotta wait. I know it's awful. Especially when like you're skint, and I'm not saying you're skint, I'm just saying when people get into Forex, it's hard to get into it when you're skint and you need money. Because trades like that, you just think, I need money. So you'll just take trades like that. Do you know what I mean? And you've got to just wait, man.
so this is the thing. This is what's really hard about it for me.
Yeah. I mean,
really hard about
look at last week. I know, but you're learning, aren't
I'm
you?
always constantly fighting that mindset.
You are. I mean, you took a trade this morning, didn't you? And it's like, you've just got. That's what you need to work on, really. That's probably your next piece to the jigsaw. Is it giving you what you want to see? I think once you realise that you don't need to trade every day. I mean, look at last week. We made $500. We took 3 trades. 2 were on one trade, and we only traded. It was only Thursday and Friday we caught a trade. The other days we couldn't catch anything. Do you know what I mean? It's Thursday today.
I mean, I'll show you the trade that I was looking at placing this morning.
What you showed me on Discord.
I'm going to show you. I'll send it to you on Discord. Yeah.
Right. Well, you send me that. I'll go make a quick brew.
And I'm glad I didn't take it because.
Yeah, you show me that. I'll go make a quick brew, guys, before this. Actually, it's only the 15 closing. But yeah, I'll go make a quick brew, John. I'll be back in a second.
If we go make a brew, I've literally sent it now, so you may as well just have a look.
I'll have a look while I'm making it.
Yeah, the only reason I ended up not taking it, or rather I cancelled it, purely because like it had closed below ranges, and I sat there on higher time frames, and I sat there and I was like, I can't see this moving. I just couldn't see it moving because it had closed in that ranges, and it was such a strong range. And I cancelled it and lost $50, but it looks like I made the right decision. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Price to stream is so out of whack.
I've got it on my phone, but it's still there.
Yeah, I've just refreshed it on my PC as well. You're Dano on Discord, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll show you the trade I was looking at this morning. Send it to you. Just so you can have a look and see what. But yeah, I mean, I placed it because I was like, oh, okay, this is looking quite nice actually. It's got that bullish grab as well. And I was like, yeah, this could potentially fly. And then I got in and I was just kind of going over it again and again, and I noticed that it actually closed within a range, and I was like, fuck's sake.
Yeah.
So I closed out at a $50 loss, and it looks like I'll make the right decision, you know what I mean? That second box is the trade I was looking at just a minute ago.
Yeah.
Which I thought which looks like it's going to play out, but it's, like I said to Pete, it's just, because it's got conflicting information on higher time frames, it's hard for me to justify it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, it looks like it's going to play out, but it's not about facts, is it? It's about probability trade. That's the question I'm asking myself, and the answer is no, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's, for me, it was more like a 60%er or a 55 to 60%er than an 80 to 95 or 80 to 95, which is like, those are the types of trades I like to take, are the ones that see it. It's clean, it's clear, there's no mess, all the time frames match. It's cool.
Would have worked an absolute treat. Straight up.
Oh mate, I was keen for that. I was keen for that, but it was the same sort of thing. I looked at it and I don't know, something about it gave me the ick. There was some bit of information where I was like, it might not play out. Do you know what I mean?
I just looked at it on the Tuesday night, and with the market opening, it had just pushed straight down, no top wick on the.
I know. That's why I was interested in it. But I think, if I remember rightly, I don't think I took it because there were other time frames. Oh, hang on a sec, I've got an important phone call coming. 2 seconds.
What's this one?
Heated rice, heating back on. Here we go. The electric bill's going through the roof. So, John, are you there?
Yeah.
I'm here.
So,
that trade I was looking at did play out. Of course it did.
which one? The one you sent me? Or the one you were talking about? Oh yeah.
The one I was debating on getting in on.
So the one from this morning, what you sent me the picture, yeah. Here's a question for you, right?
Yeah.
Before that candle, what you got in on, there was two other candles. There was a doji, and then there was a bullish wall, wasn't there? Right. Now, why did it? If you think once you got that doji candle closed, the previous one, why didn't that break above? Why didn't that be the one?
Liquidity.
Yeah, so what does that mean? We didn't break any lows. I mean, the previous one to that did break a minor low, but didn't make a break a prominent. So you think, you just got to say something. Okay, well, why didn't that doji one drive up? Why did it close bearish? You've had two candles there struggle to drive up. So what makes you think the next one's going to, in a nice way, that is? Do you know what I mean?
That was the kind of the conclusion I came to, really. I just ended up sort of sitting there and looking at it. I was like, actually, this doesn't look like it's going to play.
Yeah, and I think that's where you've went wrong there. You've had two candles showing you that we couldn't break it, but because there was a minor support, but the first green candle, even that didn't break above. And then you got a doji candle. That's a bit of a confirmation that you're not going to break above. You know what I mean? So that's where you've gone wrong on there. Does that make sense?
It does, yeah.
Good. John. Love you, John.
Love you too, mate.
Love.
Oh, fucking hell.
Love.
Go out. Really don't. Oh, I've got to fucking nip out to the bloody yard where the van's being fixed because the mechanic just rang me and said that the brake pipe that needs replacing is turning into a real mechanic's nightmare, which sounds more money, so yeah, not keen.
Yeah.
But Yeah, I need to nip out and sort this. So, because if he's stopped on the track, I need to get out there.
Yeah, no
and
worries,
get him
mate. Do what you
started on
need
the
to do.
track.
Do what you need to do, John. You do what you need to do, young man.
Mm.
Okay, guys, we're back. Well, that's here.
I don't know, trouble is, I really want this trade to fucking. I want to watch this trade come down and get out of break even, and not go to take partial break even. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, we've got another few minutes left. 11 minutes left of the hour to close. So I think it'll be the next hour, especially if we get a close like this on the 15. So this is the same what I was talking about earlier, right? It's basically what we had on the 6 on NAS. So you had 15 bearish close, and then you had a breakout to the upside here. So if this 15 closed like this, you've now just had a fake out to the downside. So that's a good indication that, okay, we're going to start the pullback now. Oh, that's a nice little pump. So we're up $30 so far. And can we get to our zone? But we might be wrong in our analysis here, guys, right? Remember, this whole trade's aimed off the 4 flipping to the downside. But the 4 might not flip. If the 4 closes bullish, we're just going to delete and look to manage risk on this. But if the 4 is going to flip, and we've caught the top wick of the 4, and we come down, we break back below here, and the 4 is going to flip, that would probably give you an indication that the daily might be the one to drive down, and we could be coming all the way down to these levels, which would be a fantastic trade. Okay, so yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah, maybe we'll take profit on that.
I take profits down here, which is I say the daily range, but to be honest with you, once I break this low, I'll probably be taking full profit once I break this low. Yeah, as soon as I break that. But my trade ID is 3857. That's my full TP.
Where are you looking at exiting at the when it breaks the
low?
Flip, or?
Yes, no, not the flip. So I'm looking at, but I'll probably close full once we break this low here.
Yeah.
That's probably what I'll be looking at.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think it's where I've got my take profit anyway.
Yeah. Okay, we're coming down nicely. Is this 15 going to do it? Is this 15 going to be the one more taps? Where are we at? So we're up $115 so far, guys. $115. Okay, so stand by. What I'm going to do, I'll probably take 75 and then I'll let the rest rock all the way down. Okay. Not there yet. Yeah, there yet. This could just be the hour pulling back. It's close. We're in the last quarter of the hour now, so that's what tends to happen with your new candle. Is when before the candle's about to close the last quarter, it tends to be the bit where it pulls back because that gives you your top wick. Oh, it doesn't half heat this room up quick. This heater, fantastic. You still there, Dan?
I am.
Hey,
I'm just quiet, mate. I am ill.
Was it you, Dan? What are you eating?
I know. I don't know what's going on with me at the minute. But,
And the weather, innit?
so my last had something, and then my mother's had like a chest infection. I think I've just picked up that up from my mother. So I woke up this morning and I could barely walk.
Yeah. Let's be honest, though, man flu, though, as long as you don't have man flu, because that is a killer. Man flu is worse than childbirth. True. True.
That was me hoping we were going to take partial break.
Yeah, we were close, weren't we?
No.
Not ready yet. I mean, this is a lovely 15-minute close if you close like this. If the next 15 can come up and break the wick of this candle and then flip to the downside, fantastic. But like I said, I don't think we're going to pull back until the hour closes. But the more this 15 pushes and closes, the more likely the next hour is going to pull back. Because if you look at the hour now, if it loads up, yeah. So if this hour is pushed, and then this hour closes like that, see, the more it drops, and then technically the hours broke out, right? Even though we're going off the 4 hour, so that's not my managed risk, because we could just get a fake out with the next hour. That is what we're after, and if we get a fake out in that next hour, that would then be the 4 flipping to the downside. But what I'm saying is, if we're not going to fake out, you're still going to get a bottom wick with this hour and then a flip to drive. So the lower this hourly drops for us, the better really, the more we're going to push and tap our little zone. We're up $65 in this area. I'm not risk free yet. I know why YouTube wasn't pushing my videos out, my lives now. All the tags weren't getting put in, so through OBS. Technology, crazy technology in it. Absolutely crazy. Need a new TikTok camera. Can't wait to get my neon sign on here. This looks a bit scruffy. This I've got like holes in the wall. Oh. God, we talk shit, don't we? We talk poo-tan.
Yes, we do.
Pure poo-tan. So you're off all week then, Dan?
Well, I'll be off until Monday, unless I'm seriously ill.
Yeah. Well, I'm not here all next week. Yeah. I'm not here all next week, so there's no trade next week. I'm going to Turkey to get some turkey teeth. I'm going to be proper wise. I'm not getting turkey teeth, really. I would get some turkey teeth, but I'm not getting turkey. Not yet, anyway. Not yet. I'd rather extend my legs first, so I'm a bit taller. What do you think of this three-eye atlas? Dan, have you seen the story on it?
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
So this is the object that's heading towards Earth, isn't it?
Yeah. What do you think it is? It's behind the sun currently, isn't it? So we can't actually see it yet. Well, we can't see it at the moment, but we obviously seen it go behind the sun.
The Webb telescopes pictured it, haven't they? And some there's been a few different.
Well, have you seen NASA?
Like
Supposedly.
NASA Japan.
Yeah. Have you seen NASA's meant to be holding on to pictures and they won't release them? Why?
Yeah, well, they've released a couple of images, but you don't know these days whether these images are fake or what.
I watched a video yesterday, right?
Lights and things.
Yeah, I watched a video yesterday, Dan. And so we're on like a flat a flat plane and our planets go around us. Yeah, we're on a flat plane like your hand. But space is three-dimensional, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they're saying it's just too much of a coincidence that the way that comet or whatever it is, the trajectory of it is literally flat with us coming right through our solar system. And they're saying the coincidence is just too... The odds of that happening is mental. Because normally what happens, a comet might come in from this angle, or might come in from that angle, but it's flat with us. Obviously only Pluto is sort of off by a couple of degrees, but all the other planets are on this flat speed, if you like. And it just... Is it
Which
too
is
much?
why life's been able to flourish on our planet, because of the distance between each planet and the sun. So we're big planets, and the sun take the brunt of most of the debris. So it's either the sun will pull it in and destroy it, or it'll push it out further, and then other planets, so like Saturn, things like that, will either pull it in or pass it on to the next one.
But this is what they're saying. If it doesn't get pulled by anything, then is it aliens basically, and they're actually driving a ship?
Well,
hopefully, mate, and then they can take me off of this planet, take me back home.
You'd soup been an alien as well, John.
That's what I need. Eh?
Said you'd soup been an alien.
Yeah, well, I mean, I basically fucking am, to be honest. That's what I mean. They're coming to get me, mate. They're taking me back home.
No offence, but I think if they come to this planet, I don't think they'd pick you, John. I think they'd pick you, mate.
I think they would.
They would if they've left him here.
Imagine though, because
Exactly.
imagine though.
Shit, we've left John again.
Imagine though, aliens come down to sort of see what we're like, but unfortunately they get someone like fucking I'm watching now off Shameless, Gallagher, the dad. Imagine if they pick someone like that and do tests on them and just think, fucking hell, this race is thick as fuck. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's get out of here, guys.
I think anything that is gonna be like traveling from other planets to our planet, they're gonna have the facility to just scan and go, nah.
Yeah.
Ants. They destroy each other. It's all capitalist. People are poor and dying and starving and wars and all of this sort of shit. They just take one look and just be like, nah.
Let's get out of here.
These guys aren't ready yet.
Yeah.
Or they're coming because there's something on this planet that they would require. So it goes back to like ancient Sumeria and the Anunnaki and all of that sort of stuff that was supposed to be because they needed gold.
That was it, yeah. Gold.
So it's a scarce commodity.
Oh, you better hope that they don't pick me, because I'll just end up getting them to Thanos snap people.
Where you just
Wipe out most of the population that just have absolutely no intelligence whatsoever. Wipe out all the politicians and just reset the human race. That's what we need, a big reset.
Or maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, maybe.
Do you know what I'm a bit worried of though?
It could be.
Is, do you know, with the gravity pull from the sun, if that's going around the sun, could it somehow get the gravity where it changes direction and swings round on the same line as us and then hits us?
And collides with us.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Well, if it is, it's a extinction level event, isn't it? Really?
Well, I think they said it was was it just under 5k size? It's pretty big.
Yeah.
Pretty big. I mean, how big was the comet what hit the Younger Dryas? The Younger Dryas? I don't know how big that was.
They were. I think it was plenty, wasn't it? It wasn't just one. We were bombarded for
That would have been a spectacular watch. Wouldn't
years.
it? Imagine sat in your balcony watching it. With a cup of tea
For 30 seconds.
for 30
before.
seconds before you wiped out.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say watching it from like a celestial point of view.
Yeah, I'd
So,
love that. Like a
sitting
drone.
on the moon.
I would, if I could have a power,
Just be like, ooh.
yeah, if I could have a power, I think it would be where I could go back in time, and I could watch like things happening, but I'm an invisible drone, so I can, I'm fly, I can go into houses, and I'm an invisible drone. I can pick the time, so I could go back
You
to
can spy
the
and
time
run
Madeleine
showers
McCann was kidnapped. Do you know what I mean? I could go back to that time and see actually who done it. I could go back to when the pyramids. I could go back to when the pyramids were built. Yeah.
Those are the big questions. And that's what you would want to go back and see.
Yeah.
All these ancient civilizations, how they just went about building everything, because it's mental. It can't be
It is
fully
mental.
explained and replicated now with the technology advancements we have.
Which is crazy. But there's going to be a time where we're advancing so much, we come to the point where we're like, oh my god, this is how they built the pyramids for that time with this technology. We're going to hit that time. Do you know what I mean? Which that'll be long before. I mean, I'll be dead a long time at that point. I think we were born in the last good era. How old are you, Dan?
I'm 40.
Yeah, so, and then John, you're 62, aren't you? So, I think,
Yeah.
so I think we were born in the,
3000.
I think the 90s, mate, the 90s, 60s and the 90s were probably the best eras. Before technology, but you could have a hot shower.
Oh, the peak of human intelligence was the year 2000. Just around the time / just before the internet was invented.
Really? Do you think the internet's our downfall, or do you think we're gonna peak higher because of it?
Downfall.
Yeah.
No, downfall. And it's because technology and the internet has made life easier, and because it's made it too easy now, it's made people have become lazy, less intuitive. People
And soft.
Use their brains less. Don't they? Really. And it's
think
also made it easier for the elites to fucking control people as well. Like, people have less independent thought. People rely too heavily on technology.
Yeah. What were you saying,
The
Dan?
peak of human civilization was definitely the year 2000
What were you saying, Dan?
or 1999.
Huh?
What were you saying, something? I thought you said something.
I think I can't remember.
You are real, aren't you? Yeah. I just think for kids as well, I think I'd hate to be a kid now. I really would. I'd hate to be a kid with social media. Kids are like not kids anymore. It's all about.
It's different.
Oh,
I think it's different because we were born sort of right on the cusp of that,
yeah.
where we had technology, but there wasn't such the leap that it made in our generation. So I can remember, it was Walkman's, tape decks, and rotary telephones.
Thing is, that's all you really needed. Like, sort of soft mobile phones like the Nokias and things like that. That's all you kind of really needed. You didn't really need to go much further than that, purely because, you know, you'd be able to find your own entertainment. You know, you'd
Yeah,
be
but
able to
come
go
on.
and do whatever you wanted to do.
Come on,
you
though.
have minimal
We
control.
had,
Let's
we
be.
had that. We had going out and
Yeah, exactly.
waiting for your man to shout that
Yeah.
your tea would be ready.
You had that social element where you'd have to go to your friends and you know, call on their door, knock on their doors. You'd have neighbours like interacting with each other, talking to each other. You'd have people going to like just social events because there was no other way to socialise. There was no other way to interact with other people. Do you know what I mean? Like you had to do those things. Like I said, that was the peak of human civilization. 100%.
I don't
So I think
know.
that's why
I did enjoy the iPod.
we have the best of both worlds, but the generations that are coming after us are born with such advanced technology, such knowledge at the tips of their fingers, but not.
It makes them naturally lazy.
Well, it's just, we're not. Unless you go to like private school and things like that, then I don't think we are creating critical thinkers,
No.
Yeah.
creating workers.
Yeah.
Well, anybody can be an expert in anything now. This is the thing. I could be on a Zoom with somebody, right, and pretending I don't know, I've got a degree in something, right, and I could just have ChatGPT to the side of me, and every question they ask me, I could just put it in there, get an answer. I could look like
You
I'm
don't
an
have to work
expert.
for it. It comes too easily.
What I don't like about society at the moment and where we're going is the trust in humanity between individuals has massively fell off a cliff. We don't know what to believe anymore. We used to believe the news, the mainstream media. We can't trust them. They prove the lie. And then social media, people just lied for their own gains, right? If they're, I don't know, selling stuff on there or whatever, or just for the clicks and likes, we're sort of incentivizing doing anything daft just to get likes and clicks. Like we're selling our soul to it, which I don't like. But also AI on top of that as well. You're not going to know what's real, and you are not going to know probably everything online in 5 years' time will be fake. It might be the true information, but it'll be the video. Wait, what will be fake? Movies. Any individual is going to be able to create a full-blown movie what's worthy of being in the cinemas, right? OnlyFans. AI is going to kill the OnlyFans industry, as in the girls making money, because you can get AI girls now and it looks real. But imagine in 5 years' time, they'll be able the owner of that girl, if you like, will be able to tell that girl to do anything they want. And men are sick. Men can be sick, right? So they'll just revert to that. So we're living in a society where you're not literally going to be able to trust anybody. If there's one power I could do, right, I wish we could turn the nozzle down on the whole of human race on their gene of greed. Greed is the root of every issue, every problem we've ever had on this planet. Greed. Whether it's greed over food, over money, over, stature, over ego, over land. Every problem politicians, it's not about who's best for the country. It's about greed, about them getting in power and outdoing the other team. They're greedy for the power. So if we can turn the nozzle down on greed for all humans, the world would be a more fantastic place. Do you know what I mean? So greed is the root of everything, even like religion. You know, some religions want to rule the world. They're greedy that they want their religion to rule the full world. All roots back to that one word, greed. So, yeah, that's my 10 pence on it. I'll give you £1 if you want.
What?
I'm waiting for you to say, are you cut off there, Pete? What did you say?
Are we talking £1 of monetary value, or?
I was waiting for you to say, "Oh, you cut off there, Pete." I didn't hear that. Can you say that again?
I was just saying, like, when you say a pound, are you talking a pound of monetary value or a pound of something else?
Well, he's the next thing.
Neat.
What's going to happen with crypto?
That's why I'm asking. I'm just asking for a friend. I'm asking for a friend.
It is awful. It is like, but you can't live your life just thinking like that. I don't know. Do you know the only person who wants you to do better than them? And do you know who it is?
It's me.
No. Deep down. deep. Can I rephrase this? The only person who truly, the purest form, wants you to do better than them in life, and it's so sad, is your parents. That's it. If you've got decent parents, that is. Your parents.
Well,
You know what I mean?
that's it.
Even like friends and family, when you're doing well, they don't really want you to do well. They don't want you to do better than them.
No, you fucking say that, Pete. But my parents have, like, for years and years and years, all they've done is fucking slag me.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Depend on your parents. Depend on your parents. If you've got decent parents,
If anything, they've wanted me to fucking fail.
Yeah. I want my boys to do miles better than me in life. Miles better.
It's only recently they've kind of become a little bit more supportive, but that's only because I'm actually making things happen finally.
Yeah.
Through the whole, like, struggling and fucking it up phase, they just, they just sat there and just said, you ain't gonna make it happen, you're gonna fail. And things like that, they never believed in me originally. So I would be inclined to disagree with you on that, in my personal opinion.
Yeah. Well, like I said, not all parents, it depends on your parents, Depends on your parents.
I genuinely want everybody to do well. But
That's good.
I think
And you know what? Good karma
the
comes
only
back to
way
you for that.
it's when you look at the society that we have and you look at the hoarding of wealth,
Indeed.
like if that wasn't allowed, then people would be looking to do things for the betterment of the fellow man at that point. Everybody is striving for a singular goal, and that's to better
Yeah,
the
but
way
what?
of life for people.
But I think the definition of making a successful life, we've got it wrong as a human race. We think success is a big house, big car, making loads of money. That's what we think success is. And I think we teach this wrong.
100%.
That shouldn't be that. Do you know what success is for
Well, it
me?
isn't. It's wealth.
Do you know what success is for me? Success for me is being able to be happy when you have nothing. If you can be happy when you've got nothing, that to me is successful. Being successful. Because I know loads of people who have got their big houses, big cars, and do you know what? They're not fucking happy. They're not happy till they get the next thing, or they outdo someone, or keeping up with the Joneses. So, and if you can be happy when you have nothing, you are unstoppable. That's probably the biggest force you can have, biggest power you can have. Oh,
It's to be content.
yeah.
Well, this is it. Like, I've never wanted to be remembered by the world or want to be super wealthy. I just want to be comfortable. I want to be able to live my life and do the things that I want to do.
Yeah.
Not have to work until I'm too old to enjoy whatever little time I've got left, if I even make it that far.
Yeah.
Right, fellas, I have got to head off because I've got to go and sort this fucking truck bullshit out.
No worries, John.
Otherwise, it just ain't gonna fucking happen.
Good luck to you today.
Good luck.
Oh, I'll try. Yeah, thank you. I can need it.
Well, good.
I'll
I'll see
try
you.
and keep an eye on this trade while I'm out, or
Yeah.
at least possibly be back in a bit, but we'll see.
Okay, mate. I'll
Right.
see you in a bit, buddy.
Have a good day, bud.
Toodaloo.
Catch you in a bit, fellas. Cheers. Bye.
Oh, here we go. As he goes, as soon as John goes, that's it.
Come on.
We're up $99 at the minute, guys. $99. We had a lovely pullback, which is nice. I mean, if we do close back below here, wow. There's only probably one reason we're closing back below here. It's going to break some lows. Got to break these lows. Probably break this low again if we're right. However, this could just easily be a retest. Carry on. Easily. Oh shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
This week's been a funny week for me, trading wise.
Yeah. Well,
So, I was on Monday. I woke up and I felt off, so I knew something was coming,
yeah.
illness wise. So I put a holiday in for Monday, and then Tuesday I put a trade on in the morning, but I put because I knew I was going to work. So I thought, if you're gonna do it, do minimal risk and just set a target. And it was a big target, and it went for like 500 pips.
Really?
But
Played out?
the lots was so low.
Wow.
It was negligible. So I went break even and I took partials, but it was minimal
Yeah.
before it came back up. And then so I was just like, no, not bother. It's a win. It's a small win, even though it was loads. That if I'd just gone higher lots,
Yeah.
I would have probably come out at work for a few hundred quid. But I was just like, it's still a win, even if it's small. It doesn't matter. Chip away at it. And then Tuesday night before I went to sleep, I thought, right, just have a look, see what's going on, see where the dailies finished, and the market had opened again, and big push down on the new daily. And I was just like, I marked it up, buy stop above the daily yesterday.
Yeah.
For, well, yeah, it would have been for Wednesday. And it went, I didn't put it on. I didn't put it on and watched it at work.
Why did you not put it on, do you think?
Just go up to, I don't know. I think I just sat and thought, well, just don't put it on now. Wait until the morning.
Yeah.
And have a look then, but I got up late. I was feeling a bit under the weather, but so I just went to work, and it was only when I thought, oh, I'll have a look. And
Yeah.
it went for 650 pips. So that one would have been a absolute beaut.
Okay. Sorry to cut across, Dan. Guys, I'm going to take partial. I'm going to take, we'll put $140. I'm going to take 70% out of the trade. We're going to go risk free. And we're going to let the rest rock down. We've still got our sell stop on underneath the 4 here. We're going to let the rest rock. Hopefully down all the way to our 3886. But yeah, lovely trade, guys. Another win for the stream. We're up $98 I took from that trade. $98. It is 20 past 10. $98, and we've still got lots still on. So well done, guys. Really nice. Really nice. Another win for the stream. 25 wins, 3 break even, and only 5 losses. Which is pretty good going. Oh, look at it dropping now, Dan.
Yeah, man.
Ooh.
This has been a good day.
A good day. So, oh, okay, we've got a TP1 hit on the trade idea. TP1 hit. We're up. What did we make on that? Now, if we can avoid a top wick.
Oof.
That's 30. Just made 140 pips, man. Wow. 140.
Nice.
So comment. 140 pips. How did we place this trade? It was 9:05, wasn't it? 5. Our stops were 220 pip stops. 220 pips stops. Took 98 so far. We've still got flies on this. We've got flies on this one. We've still on gold. Modify.
It's looking promising.
So 140 pips up, guys, and we've got flies on it. So well done, everyone. Fantastic trade. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Now, here's a thing what you could do, right? Yeah, so here's the thing what we could do. We could potentially delete the sell stop and wait for an hour close below. Because what could happen is this hour could easily come down, activate, and then flip back up to the upside. But if we look at the 4, now, look at the movement on the 4. If this 4, I would imagine, if this 4 flips, very likely it's going to tap 3965. It's the only place to tap before pushing up. But to take a bit more risk off the table, should we wait for the hour? 30. Because would this just be a retest of these zones?
Well, I think we don't want to get ripped in them.
Yeah. Because we've had a nice win there now. What is this here? Let me just mark this up. Stops would be right, really. Tell you what, we've caught this right, Dan. This could be beautiful. I'm just a bit cautious we could get this tap and then come back up for another top wick.
Yeah.
Should we wait for the hour close? The issue you've got is the hour close. You might get something like this with the hour, where it comes straight through, and then you don't get a chance to get in because it's took your advantage point away. So I think I'm just gonna wait, you know. Hopefully this hour won't activate us. And then the next hour can be the one what drives. Interesting. I mean, what have I got risks after?
There's no top wick on the 4.
No top wick on the 4? Bottom wick, you mean? Oh, you're on about up here, aren't you?
No, like not this. Yeah. So it might.
Yeah. Well, this whole idea is
We're
going off. We don't know if the 4 and the 3 are close respecting. If it has close respecting, technically this 4 should flip back to the downside. But if the 2 is about to close. So if the 2 closes like this, so if we look left, we've got a 2 bullish close there, and then we had a bearish doji style, and then we had a bullish 2 close, and then the next 2 starts coming down to come through. So if we're going to get that, that's going to be the same. We should be okay to just leave on. Yeah, I think I'm just going to leave it on. I'm just going to leave it on. think it'd be off the 2 really. So this, two partial to break even on the second entry. This is the second entry. Okay. So what did you risk on that trade then, Dan?
So I was risking $100. So what percent?
What percent, sorry?
Oh,
1%.
1%.
Oh, nice. So you should have had some nice profit there, did you?
Yeah. So I've made 1% today. So that is enough for me. So that puts the account up to 4.5%, 4.6.
Really?
What?
What?
Yeah.
And you've been taking your own trades, haven't you? Which is nice. You've been taking your own trades and getting wins and things like that, mate.
Well, that's it. So I'm on 5 losses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 16 wins.
So, 5 losses, 16 wins. How do you feel? Do you feel like?
Sorry?
How do you feel?
I feel good. Like it's difficult because, like I say, I'm still unsure, and I think I'm being over conservative rather than just
Fearless.
following what I've been doing.
Yeah.
Like second guessing myself, and well, as I explained for this week, I would have probably been passed if I just put one. Even if I didn't put the one on for the flip of the daily, which played out perfectly, the other one was a perfect wing back entry to then go 130 pips. So, I mean, I should have come out with that. Oh, I should have taken better partials, but I waited too long and it came back up too far. So, but yeah, so I think it's just about getting used to the fact that I'm dealing with real money and it's not a demo account.
Yeah.
So I have to be sure at what I'm doing, and I think that'll come. It's working. My losses haven't been. My biggest loss is 100.
100, which is
100 quid, which is what I put.
what percentage is that for the account?
All the time. So I won't risk more than 100.
Yeah.
Usually. So yeah.
Oh, you're doing fucking mint, man.
A couple of decent big wins. I'm going break even and taking partials. So even if it's I mean, today I put 2 trades on there because the first one I did came back up and stopped.
Yeah.
At break even, or a little bit of profit, but that was 60 quid, and then the second one was 56. So that's taken partials and seeing if the rest all right. So I'm still in. Yeah, we're still in that one.
Nice, man.
It hasn't taken us out yet. So we'll see. But if that plays out, it'll be another couple of $100 quid.
Well, I.
Just makes you closer to your target.
Well, I.
If not, again, an extra $5.
Yeah.
That's what will happen.
Extra $5.
So, extra $5.
Nice, man.
Which is now the grumble. So it's just a 10k account as well. So that's I figured as well, because I've been doing the 10k demo accounts. I'm used to
Yeah.
seeing not massive profits.
Yeah.
So
Makes sense.
but the potential is still there. You can still make. I made like every time I passed it's 14 days for the demo challenges.
Yeah.
14 days, and I've been averaging at £1,000.
Yeah, You've smashed about fucking You've done about 20 demo challenges, haven't you?
I've possibly more, mate. I've just been every time it ends, I've just been opening another one, and that's what I've been practicing.
But
with.
I think you've done it the right way because it hasn't cost you money because of demo. You've got to the point where you're smashing demo challenges with ease, and now you're taking the next step where I would probably say this is probably the only outlay of money you've had this whole time.
Yeah, I mean,
getting yourself ready, which is great.
Paying for the subscription with Relentless.
Yeah.
And the trading view that goes along with it.
Yeah, but you could use the basic one.
Porter strategy. I didn't mind using the basic one, but I got a Black Friday
deal. Yeah.
A couple of years ago.
I just don't like the ads popping up.
140 quid.
Yeah.
For the year.
Yeah.
So I just thought it's not too bad. So
yeah.
But I know it'll all come back. I just have to continue and be consistent. All it takes. We've had the conversation. I'm not looking for millions. I don't need to be a millionaire.
Yeah.
But if I can consistently make something on a 10k account, I can make a grand and pass the challenge.
Yeah.
A 10k account is exactly the same as a 100 grand account. Exactly the same trade. So there is no reason why, if I'm consistent on a 10k, I can't be consistent on a 100k.
Yeah.
So, and obviously, you just add an account.
Yeah.
So,
nice, man.
Yes, I feel like I'm close, but yeah, nearly halfway there. So,
well,
it's going to take a little bit longer than when did I start? 16th, so 14 days.
So, guys, just in subject slightly, because we might be getting activated on this, right? So what I've looked at is this 15 can easily pop straight through with 115. Can pop straight through, look at this, right? The downside to it is this is either a break, retest, and if it is, we're likely probably going to get stopped, right? But if it's a 4 is going to flip to come down, then fantastic, right? So that's, oh, where did I even got this one? I have, yeah. So I'll stop here. Okay, so yeah, let's just see if we can just pop straight through. This 4, if you look at the 4 now, look at that 4. Is this going to flip and is it going to drive down? That's what we're after. But we've got to go risk free here because price might just tap that and then reject to come up, and that's just a break and retest. Okay, so we've got to, I think I've been activated. I have. I've been activated. Yeah. We're on. Remember, we're still in on this first trade. So we've now got a second entry, and this is off the 4. Now, my stop's only here. Okay, my stop is only here on this one. I'm expecting a straight push through, ideally. What have I got risk on it? I've got $200 risk on it. Okay, that's all I've got on it, $200. So, same again. I will be going risk free. We have now got a second entry on gold.
Come on.
Oh, look at you, it's getting an extra trade. Jesus. I don't normally do too.
Yeah, recently. I've been doing like 2 and 3.
I know, I need to stop it, don't I?
Yeah.
So can this be, if you don't want this because you're in profit, you've took profit from the other trade, and you can probably close out on this one for another one. Because you've won a trade, you don't have to get in on the second one. Completely up to yourself. You might just call it for the day and that's it. So yeah, don't get in if you don't like it. But I do like the 4. If I'm right, I'm happy to risk this. If I'm right with the 4 and the 4 is going to flip to the downside, we could be in a real big range. So I'm happy to sort of risk and get in on it. Yeah. But can we avoid a top wick for the next 15? That might catch us out. Stops might be a bit too tight, to be fair. But if you're coming back up to them levels, I would probably think maybe that's the direction we're headed. If the 4 was going to flip, it would flip, give us a nice bottom wick, I would imagine. So ideally, what we want now is a 15-minute close below this level. That's our next point of call. Can we get a 15 close below 3976? If we close respecting, what does that mean? Let's have a look. So we had a close respecting here, and we then got a top wick, which is close to our stops. Yeah. And then we drove through. So what does that mean? What else did we get? We had a 15 close below, messed about a bit, came through, but you're already tapped at that point. I think it's this area. This is the area I'm worried about. So price came up to our wing back, tapped, came back down, tapped, activated, and then pushed back up. So this is the thing what could catch us out. Okay. So we'll see how this 15 closes. Can we push straight through? These stops, to be fair, these stops might be a bit too tight now, the way the 15s have pushed. But let's see. Because ideally what we want, if we can get the 1 hour close back below, it's probably off the 1. If the 1 closes below, that would probably confirm that the 4 hours gonna flip bearish. So it's probably all on this 1 hour time frame. Yeah, it's all on this one. If this one closes respecting here, I'll probably look to manage risk and get out. That's what I'll probably say. But like I say, don't get in on this trade. You've already had a winning trade. Don't get in if you don't like it. The 30's gone. Yeah, there's only 20 minutes left of the 1. So ideally, can the 1 close below here? That would be fantastic, if we could. That's it, guys. That's what we've got going on. We've still got $70 on this other trade at the moment. As long as the 15, we ideally want this 15 to close below. Ideally, even though this one comes up, I might have to move stops, you know, and I don't like to do this. But I'm just thinking about this here. Well, no, probably not that high, because I wouldn't be able to really, because I'm already risking. What am I risking on this? I'm $200 on this. It would be, if you look at it would probably be, well, yeah, that would be the safest place if I could, but then I'm risking like 1%. I don't want to risk 1% on it. If anything, probably above this high here. And what that would do, it would give the new 15 a bit of room just to break the wick of this high and then flip. So if you can do that, guys, move your stop. If you can. If you can't, don't worry about it. That's $260 loss. Tell you what we could do though. We could close out this first trade, and that would cover the loss if this loses. No, we're alright. I'm happy with this risk. But we've already took $90 out of the market, so if this comes up and hits stops, that would be $250 minus $100, so it'd be $150 loss, which is absolutely nothing. Go on the 15. We need a 15 bearish close, that's it. And then if the new 15 can top wick, this will be the last 15 of the hour. Top wick, break the previous wick, and then plow through. That would then be the last 15 minute of the hour. And then the hour closes below this level. Then we've had a fake out. Then we're looking pretty good. If we get that hour close below here, we might not even go risk-free too early here, because we might need a bit of space for the outer pullback to then drive. Okay, so it's all on this hour really. Do we leave the hour or do we leave the 15? Leave the 15 for recording purposes. Either way though, whatever happens, it's been a lovely session, hasn't it?
Yeah, man. Start to pick up a little bit, but I think that might just be medical. What I do 11. I'm stuffing loads of honey and lemon in my face.
Yeah.
So,
I love honey.
so do I. It's a very sweet nature treat.
I love it. It's just, I don't know. Well, it's good for you, isn't it? Say it's good for you.
Huh?
Honey, good
Yeah,
for you.
yeah, local honey. From your area, it's supposed to help with pollen and hay fever. But yeah, honey's going to please on mint. I'd like to keep these.
Yeah. So I'll only be on till about 1:15, guys. That was 11. Come on, are we going to drive down with the new 15? Can we get a nice pop? I mean, look at this pop here. Look at that 15 pop. A lovely 15 pop. That's what we could do actually. We'll mark this up. If we pop straight through to this, I want to close full. That's what I'm going to do on this second one. First one I'll keep on all the way down. There's not much risk on it. But if we can pop through to this, because if we get a pop down, you can get a little pop down to that, which is this level. So if we pop down with 115-minute candle, I will close full there on this second trade. And that'll be a big, nice, fat, juicy 300 pips. So new 15-minute candles just opened up. Can this 15? It's vital that this 15 close below, because that's the hour, right? But I ideally want this 15 to break the previous high and then flip to come down. But it doesn't have to break the high, this is the thing. It doesn't have to. But it'd help the drive down if it did. A bit more liquidity. Look at this one. This one broke the previous 15 and then had a nice big pop to the downside. So yeah, if we can get that, then really good going. Yeah, I've got to take a van trip for an MOT today as well.
Uh,
Too many rules in this country, isn't there?
yes.
Insurances,
Sponsors.
you know. Who came up with, look, you give me money, and if anything happens to that, give me money back. But if it doesn't, then I keep your money. But what I'll do, but we're only going to do it if you adhere to all of our rules, no matter what we do, even if we change them.
Yeah.
But, oh no, but it's illegal not to go with me. It's illegal not to have insurance. I don't know.
Mental.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely mental.
Absolutely mental. Is this hour going to close below? That is the question. The only thing what we might get, which again, what it all stops, but say See how we've sort of rejected here? I know we broke that low now. You get a pop up before this drive down. Do we need that pop up, or is this huge pop up enough? I would imagine it's enough, really. This 4 is going to flip. Look at this 4 though, Dan. If this 4 flips, this is going to be beautiful. Then as the 6, if the 6 flips. Because the 6 didn't actually break a low, you know. This didn't break a low. There's in your next low. But you didn't break this. Yes, you're getting that double bottom to come up, right? So you would imagine that this 6 probably still needs a bottom wick of some sort. Still needs a bottom wick of some sort. And there's 4 hours left of this 6 hour candle. So this 6 hour can still do anything. But I tell you what, if this 4 flips, what a fucking entry that was. What a nice entry. The 2 I like. Look at the 2. So you had this doji candle here with the bottom wick. And if you go left, this here, if you look at this, you had bullish close respected. Then you had the doji candle. And then you popped up. You stayed bullish though on the 2, right? And then you came back down. So does that mean we're going to stay bullish on this 2? And then come down? Or is this 2 going to flip? Tit downside? Tit downside down? It's all on this 1 hour, guys, which is the 15th. It's all on this 1 hour. We need a 1 hour close back. Because if we weren't in any trades now, and this 1 hour close like that, what would you'd be getting in off that 1 hour, wouldn't you? All you would want, you'd only need a little top wick. You need a little top wick, and then you'd be having sell stops underneath. Your advantage point would be this area here. That would be your advantage point there. Now, I've got this because that's a fair sign of rejection on a lower time frame, so that's why it's there. But that would be your advantage point if we weren't in any trades now. That's what I'd be wanting to see. So I think if this hour doesn't close below, we can maybe manage risk. I'm not saying it's still not going to flip and drive. It could do, but I think if we can get this fake out, that would really give me full confidence in the trade. We just gotta hope that this top wick doesn't catches out. That's it. Because you can go from a winning day to a losing day with more trades. But I don't think we've overtraded. I think it's a valid setup off the 4. We're happy with the risk. We have a look at the 5, see what the 5s are doing.
That's what I'm watching.
So when I pull back, doji candle did have a nice rejection from this level. That's what I was a bit cautious of. I really want to break this high first. Then go. But you have had a doji bearish on a 5. I've only had 1 trade this week, so well 2 now after this. 2 trades this week so far. Come on, 15. We ideally want this 5 to break the highs, right? And then we've still got 2 5-minute candles left. No, we haven't. We'll have 1 more, maybe.
Yeah.
15th blip, yeah.
Mm.
You know what I'm debating with here, but it's been a second entry, yeah. Another entry. I think we could tap that and then plummet. We're either going to tap that or we need to tap this before dropping. So there's a nice big push in 5 now. Let's see if the next 5 can give us that drop through the floor. What it might be worth doing is so this second entry, guys, this is what I'm going to do, right? This first entry, sorry, because I've took 70% out, I'm going to leave my stop just above the high, okay? And the reason being is if we do come back up and we are on this, we need this before the drive, we're going to get stopped out on this second trade, right, for $250. But it'll give us a bit of a breathing space where if we don't get stopped out on this and then this move happens, we're going to make it all back from this trade anyway. So if this first trade does get stopped and we push up to here, it'll be an extra $24 loss for me, which is fucking nothing. So I'm going to have my stops back above there just to give it a bit of breathing space in case we need to do this before we drive. That's it. Yeah. That's what I'm looking at. What's hard with this as well is you can get a straight pop through, and that's what we were expecting, or we still expecting now, right? The last time the 15 closed around here was here, and then the new 15 came up, broke the previous 15, and then flipped and dropped. Let's see what the 5s looked like on that 15. See what the 5s look like. Well, there's the 5s. So down doji, 5 came up, 1 5 came up, and then 1 5-minute candle dropped through the floor, which is fantastic. That's what we're trying to get. 1 5-minute candle drop through the floor. So that's good. So basically, if this is going to happen, it should happen with the next 5-minute candle, which I believe is now. 1 5-minute candle straight through. It's going to happen, Dan. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. We haven't broken the high yet, actually. Can this 5 break the high first and then flip? This is the last 5 minutes of the hour as well. Now remember, we're looking to manage risk on the new hour. If the hour doesn't close below, it could still play out, but I'd rather just look to manage risk and get out, because we're going to get a pullback, aren't we? Which could stop us out. Right.
5 and 5.
Come on, can we flip? Oh, look at that 30. Oh, I didn't see this 30. Look at this 30 down. Look, 30. Close respecting. New 30, bullish, back up. I need that tap. We need a 30 close below that, really. Which, if the 30 close below, we might get away with this pullback. 3 minutes left of this 30. So if the 30 closes below, then I might not manage risk with the 1. This is coming from the downside. Sorry, from the upside. Coming down. Let's have a look. 30 close below. Let me mark this up. What's this here? we could push just above that, which is nice. Okay. So we might be well keeping some. Then close below. You can really mess about here though. Is this 4? The question is the 4 gonna flip? Is the 2 gonna flip? Is the 3 gonna flip? And is the 1 gonna fake out for us? That is the biggest question of them all. Is the 1 actually stops are fantastic there with the new 1, because if the 1 closes like this and we get a top wick, I don't think we probably won't need to break the high in order to come down. We could do though, but we probably don't need to. Yeah. Is this the 15 flipping now? There's only 1 minute left for it to flip and drive down. Oh, are you nervous, Dad? Are you nervous?
A little.
A little. Nice one, close that. You watching Power Rangers again?
Huh?
You watching Power Rangers again?
Yeah.
Come on, the 15. Break them lows again. The 5. How long's left? Last minute. Come on, let's big pop down on the wall. So you pop up, do you? You bitch. You bitch.
Oh. What?
So we've had a bullish close on the 15. So what does that mean?
Huh?
Okay, that's the hour now close. 30 did close below, which is nice.
Come on.
The hour's close. We need a top wick first. Top wick and then a flip and drive. That's the 2 hours now broke out, right? So remember what we said with the 2? If we look left, 2 broke out here, and then the next 2 closed bearish and eventually came down. So if we are on this little section, then probably not going to hit that zone for the 2, but we could easily flip to the upside here on the 2. What do we do? What do we do with a drunken sailor? I don't like this no top wick. $90 loss. The 15's closed bullish, but it technically closed in a little nest play. So we broke below, and it closed bullish, but you're still respecting this little level here. But I would imagine the 1 needs a top wick. And we technically didn't break the previous 15 yet. So we haven't broke a high yet. The 30 broke out to the downside. Oh, it did it because this 30 zone. Let me flick this on. Yeah, the 30 zone. You've tapped it. I mean, what is all this here? Close respecting them levels. So is this 30 going to flip and drive up potentially? Which is the 1? We're going off the 4, is the 4 is going to flip? Am I willing to keep it on basically to see if the 4 is going to flip? If the 4 is going to flip, it's got 2 hours left of it. If it is going to flip, it means this next 2 hour is going to be the one what closes bearish. But how steep's this top wick going to be first? That is, you would imagine, probably 50% of this wick we probably need to fill.
Excuse me.
When have we closed above here and then closed respect? Above respect. And we closed above. Then we closed respected. Then we break the laws again. Yeah, still respecting this zone, aren't we? One of two things is going to happen here. If close respected, the next hour could close bullish around these levels, and then you could drive through with the next hour, and that would make sense with the two. You had a bit of a gap on the 5 there to the downside. So do we get out? Again, this one should pop down. I think we've got to watch on the lower time frame here. See how this 15-minute closes. We've got 9 minutes. I'm going to wait to see what this 15 does. I'm just going to nip the toilet 2 seconds down.
No worries.
Because what we could, if you do pop down the 15, we could easily flip back up to the upside with the hours closed. But I think if we're going to pop through this range, it's going to be a quick pop. Nice big pop. Let me just mark this up. Mark on, in case we do pop. So if we do pop, I will be closing full of 3951 on this second trade. I'll be back in a second, guys.
Come on, Pop.
we're looking. Yeah, if we get a 15 close, that's a good sign. 6 minutes left. Get a nice 15-minute close, bearish. That will be a good sign. Come on, Dan. You know you want to. Calling gold, Dan, from now on. Oh, why has my camera done that? My camera's gone weird. Deactivate. Activate. There we go.
Blue now. Nice. Come on.
Come on, the 15.
Big push.
If we push past this wick from the previous 15, might get a nice pop. Might get a nice pop. If the 5 can close like this, I'm not watching the 5. G4 would be a nice closure. Okay guys, if you're watching on TikTok, I'll be back on tomorrow from 8 AM. I'm going to close TikTok down now, okay? Been on quite a while and my battery's dying. So I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining.
Up. Good 15.
Oh, that's a lovely 5 close. Have a look at the 5. Come on.
Yeah. Little leg up. That's a big leg.
It's a lovely 5 close that, Dan. Broke the low. This 5's got no bottom wick and the previous 5's got no bottom wick. %53% female watching. Bloody hell.
Nice.
Must be my handsome good looks.
Handsome Pete.
And my
That's
top.
what you're known as
I'm
in
Yeah.
dating circles.
And my tall stature. Maybe that's what I could be, Dan. That's what I could be.
It's all them collections of yellow pages you've got under your desk.
It is, mate. It is. And my booster seat on my chair.
That might be Handsome Pete. You may also know me.
How tall are you, Dan? How tall are you? How tall are you?
5'11".
Selfish bastard. Emma's family, mate, they're all 6.5 foot, all massive. Honestly, mate, when I see them and they give me a cuddle, I'm like, that's like, I've just got belly button up my eye. Like that. Oh, come on, the 15, get down. Had a nice 5 close there. Is the 4 gonna flip? That is
Yes,
the
it
biggest question.
This 5's about to flip for the last 3 minutes. Big pop down.
Yeah, it's gonna test the lows again. It's gonna test the lows again.
Pushing further, yeah. So test the wick.
Yeah, the last 3 1-minute candles were bearish. Sellers are in charge. Just can we drive in the next one?
Sam.
We've got 3 minutes left of the 5 and also the 15. So can this next 5 flip and drive, or do we need another 15 close? Don't like how this 15's closing like this, so not driving. Because if you think about if you're going to come back up, you create a little support. And you'd break out to the downside, and then what would you expect in the next 15? Back to the upside. So I don't like that. It's tricky because it can easily pop through and you miss the move. There's no way of getting in if you get out That makes sense. So you've got to decide.
Yeah.
Do you want to catch it, or you've already grabbed a nice trade? Do you need this extra trade? So now's your time to get out if you don't like it once this 15
Ouch.
closes. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the time to get out.
It's probably my sweet spot of first trade. Now,
Yeah.
what's left in it?
Well, if you're still in, are you still in on the first trade?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I've taken like 90%.
oh yeah. So well, I've got $76 at the moment on the first trade up, and on this trade currently I'm $50 down. So even if I close both full, I'm up $120 or something. So
yeah, so mine's 35 on the first one, 28 on the second one.
Yeah.
So no.
but yeah, I don't like this 15. I don't like how we haven't sort of. I'm hoping the next 15 just pops through. But what is this? This is just a 15 min. It's not a 30. It's not a 1. It's just the next step is we need a 30 close below here. That's the next step. Because this is quite
another 50.
Yeah, this is quite a prominent support level, this. So we need to start closing below that. Actually the 30 is closed below there, but
Come on, 5. Flipping a big pop.
flipping a big pop.
20 seconds. Flipping a big pop. Come on. You know you want to.
Can we break this low? Is the key. Can we break this low?
Big pop.
Oh, the 5 flipped lovely.
That's it. That's who I'm talking to. Flipping a big pop.
Good John's not here.
Yeah, man.
A lovely 5 close though. 30. New 15-minute candle now out of that 15 close. No bottom wick. It's tricky.
Yeah.
That is tricky. You're either going to drive now. Oh. Why you do this to me? Why did that 15 close like that? No bottom wick. Is it respecting the zone? I'd probably say it's broke out to the downside. So when we get a 15 close below this, what happens to price? See, we're below this level now, which is good, because this is the only thing I was worried about getting activated to come up. We've now broke below here on the 15, but doesn't mean we're in the clear. We could just do this, come back up, then come. But yeah, we're definitely headed in the right direction now that we've broke that low. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I think we should be good here now. Now that the 15's closed like that. I mean, I would like a top wick though on this 15.
Not unless it just plows.
Yeah. If we look at the 4 now, another bearish 4. So twice we've. First one was just what got us activated. We're now testing the lows again. The more we test, eventually you're just gonna extend the wick. So I would imagine we're coming to extend the wick at least. So we should break these lows, and if we break this wick here, can we get a nice clean pop through?
I hope so.
And if you don't like it, you are at break even now. So don't say I didn't warn you. I don't like how the 15's got no bottom wick and then there's no top wick on this 15. That's put me off a bit. But I do like how the 15's closed back below here. And every time we close below here, we do tend to push. But it just means it might not drive yet. I might need the 30 to close below there, or the 1. The next one might need to close below here before the push. Because if the 1 closes below there, that means the 2, look at the 2 now, remember what we said with the 2? We could easily get a fake out on the 2. So if the 1 closed below there, then the next one pushes, that means the 2 would look something like that. And if we go left, there's the 2. There's the next 2, didn't break below. but close bearish. So as long as we get bearish close, then the following two is the one what pops down. So it's all looking good at the moment. Oh,
It's going.
it's going. Come on, can we get a pop?
You did a pop. No. Go on.
It's not enough. Not enough.
You want to go further?
I want more. Not in the clear yet though. That 15 could easily flip. But if we get a nice pop. Pop. Because look at these wicks. These wicks can come down to these levels. I always put it down on things, don't I, Dan?
You do?
Do.
I'm
15.
not sure about all this negativity.
I've got to be done at 11:30 because I've got to get ready. I'm gonna go. So come on, can we get down here by 11:30? Pop. I mean, what you could do, you could move your stops to the top of the 15 if the 15 flips. It's going to give you a fake out. If you want to do that. But, I mean, looking pretty good. Oh my god, a 5-minute candle. We broke this low now. Can we get a nice clean pop through this range? New 5, that 5 has closed beautiful, Dan. Let me show you. Look at this 5, that's a beautiful close. Come on, the next 5. There's no bottom wick on this 5 though. Another downer, I know.
Little top wicks.
Yeah, we're getting a top wick now.
Down.
So we're up $130, guys. We're up $30 on this second entry. The first dollars we're up $100. The first entry we're up $100. The 5's flipped again. To the downside, there we go. Okay, I'm now where are we at? Where's my second entry at here? Okay, I've not took partial. Oh, we haven't tapped it yet. I've not took partial yet. We've not tapped it. That was a nice pump, that though. On the 5, don't just give us that little pump and that's it. Come on. Come on, 5. And look at the 4 now. Look at that 4. We're right, we've caught this right. Because even if we went in this trade, if the 4 closes bearish, I'd want a top wick and I'd be getting in off the 4. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just I mean, look at our entry on the 4 there.
To the downside.
Yeah. So, yeah, where's this 4 going? We know these 4s can come down to these levels. Could push a bit further, to be honest with you. This is why I like my full TP would probably be here. 5's pushing again. Oh, there you go, guys. Okay, there you go. Right, now I'm going risk free. You don't want to go risk free. Alrighty. I'm going to take. It's not a huge amount because my risk on it. We'll get a little pump down there. Oh, getting stopped. Come on. Don't you dare flip now, 5. I'd be so pissed off if you flip now. Oh, guys, I'm risk free here. It's probably going to stop us here. It took me partial either. No.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you now. But second trade was.
So I've got my stops. Yeah, I've got my stops above the 5. So if the 5 flips to the upside, this is 5 flips, so I've got my stops above, which is not much, about $14 or something. I want to see. I was just about to take partial, but we sort of pulled away from it. Come on, can we pop back down? Don't be flipping. 1 minute left. Well, at least we're risk free now, so we've definitely protected our capital from the previous trade. Don't be flipping up. 5. 1 minute.
Come on, another pop down.
We've still got another 5-minute candle left of the 15. Gives a new 5, can maybe give us a top wick and then flip and drive. Give us a wick fill.